Ben Brown, it was a terrific game to watch. I don't know what it was like to play in and what your reflections over the 4 days are.
Yeah, look, obviously we're really flat having lost. It's difficult to take when you get so close, but I think in time, when we've spoken up there, I think it's a performance from a young side to be really, really proud of. There's no way we didn't all feel really down after last week. Players read all the comments, they read all the social media stuff, the difficult comments from supporters, etc. And we were desperate to turn it around. So this week was a huge challenge. Coming to play the champions at full strength, absolutely full strength, was always going to be a massive challenge after a disappointing performance last week. And I think for a young side to bounce back so well and take the game as deep as we did, and it's a nip and tuck game. It could have gone either way in the end, and Essex just got over the line. So fair play to them. But I'm extremely proud of the performance.
And you say they were full strength. I mean, 8 of that side played in that championship decider at Taunton last week, so they were as strong as they can be, pretty much. How invaluable is that experience for some of these younger players who have come into the side during this tournament?
Yeah, it's absolutely massive for them. Bowling at top players. We're facing a top bowling attack. Particularly with Harmer there and Porter take a lot of wickets. So we had to fight really hard. And as I say, you're always going to carry last week's performance. We were absolutely determined to put it right. And largely, I think we did that. Clearly, we're gutted we haven't got over the line, but we've arrested a lot of the things that we got wrong last week. And overall, I'm proud of the performance.
There's so much been spoken about the promise and the potential of George Garton over the last 3 or 4 years. I mean, he's really making a mark for himself in this competition.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's exactly what this competition's about for us. With so many senior players out for one reason or another. All the things that are going on at the moment. It's been an amazing opportunity, and George has taken it with both hands so far. He's running. I think he's getting used to his body's getting used to bowling lots more overs, having a more senior role in the team. And that can only help him going forwards. Often if he's played maybe as a 4th or 5th seamer, he doesn't get those overs under his belt that he needs. So yeah, to see his development as a bowler in this competition is really exciting and holds really exciting times.
Let's talk a bit about young Henry Crocombe as well. He got his first class wicket in this match, courtesy of a brilliant catch by Tom Clark. But it seems as if you weren't scared to chuck him the ball as well, Ben, at times when the game was getting pretty tight as well.
Yeah, exactly, and we have to do that. That's the best way he's going to learn. He's bowling at a good Essex team in a nip and tuck championship game on the last day. He's not in the team to make up numbers. He's a very good bowler, a very good young seamer, and there's others in the academy as well who are of that ilk. So it's a really exciting time, and he'll learn a huge amount from playing here. You can't learn in the nets. Only learn a limited amount in the second 11. So yeah, it's really exciting times, and obviously there's hard days with the young side. As we experienced at Kent, we had a really hard time there. But overall this week to go and compete with Essex like that was a fantastic effort, and Croaks was a big part of that.
And just a couple of final things. I was very impressed this morning watching out, and Simon Harmer was out in the middle there with young Jack Carson, just sort of helping him a little bit. I mean, that's terrific, isn't it? Yeah,
it's brilliant. We owe a big debt of thank you to Simon Harmer, and I think Sir Alistair Cook is coming up for a beer with some of our young batters as well, which again, we owe a huge thanks to them for that. I think it's top draw. I think it's great professionalism, and it's what the game's all about. We're well aware of the young side, a much younger side than them, and if we can learn from the opposition and they're willing to talk about the game, then that's great. So yeah, huge thanks to those boys.
Were they impressed by the way that Sussex performed this week, Ben?
Sorry, who? Essex?
Sir Alistair and Simon.
I think one thing Dizzy mentioned after, I think it's James Kirtley actually mentioned that to have a side like that, celebrating a win like that, they were nervous and tense there. You could tell we were in the fight all the way through. So yes, I think that is the answer to put a team under the pump like that. Wins respect, and those young guys have won respect in our dressing room, I think.
It's pretty unlikely now Sussex can qualify for the latter stages of the competition, but nonetheless 2 games to go, Ben, and Middlesex next up, Radlett, then Surrey at the Oval. What are your thoughts looking ahead to those 2 games?
Yeah, I'm excited for the team again. There's more opportunity for young guys to stick their hand up and do what George has done this game. Go and get your name in the headlights, 9 wickets in the match, and that can be somebody else's turn. And we know there's areas to improve. Again, I thought we were probably 40, 50 runs short in the first innings. I think a score of 250 on that surface. Albeit we batted in tough conditions. I think you would have seen it was pitch black, with lights on. So there is progress, but had we got a couple more partnerships, it's got up to 250. So again, that's still our target. Yes, we're a young batting side, but there aren't excuses. We need to get those first innings scores on the board that are going to set games up for us.